merry meet and fare thee well. Settle in for a story with me, Astin Gaël. And Xander. He is joining us today. This is your collective message for Sunday, May the 3rd. I am filming this on May the 1st. Blessed Beltane from our house to yours. It is overcast, 51 degrees, windy. I had every intention of heading up the mesa to spend time at the cemetery today. And nope. Nope. The weather had different plans for me. So that is why we are filming from our bed space today with all the blankets and all the cats. It is Xander's birthday today, May the 1st. We don't actually know the specific day, we just know the beginning of May. But he is 26 years old now. So, yeah, old ass cat. Down in the description box is where you can find all of the things. I just updated the links, so there is easily accessible links for every possible thing. You want to book a reading? It's in the description box. You want to read all the blogs? It's in the description box. You want to purchase a wish off my wish list? It's in the description box. All right. Yeah, there are limited available there are limited readings available for the month of May. Only 3 one-on-ones with me are available. Only 5 30-minute videos are available. Only 7 5-card spreads are available. Only 9 3-card spreads are available. So grab them while you can. They will go fast. We are reading our way through What There Is to Love About a Man, and we are making a story from the title of the excerpt. Do we always stick to the title? No, we do not. But it's a cute poem. Today's theme is hair. Like Samson, a man can get lost in the power of his hair. Long, dark, wavy hair, short and spiky metallic hair. Kinky, nappy, standing up like Kansas summer wheat field hair. A carrot top, flat top, mohawked and James Deaned, and left to tumble where it may. Salty and peppery, great white shocks of Einsteinian splendor, thin and wispy and vainly combed sideways and ordered to stay. Stitched on, glued on, plugged in hair, slicked back or wildly frizzed. The wet look, the dry look, the sleepy, shaggy dog look, and yes, absolutely, the bare-headed elegance and unmistakable sex appeal of no hair at all. Hair on heads, arms, legs, chests, backs, peeking out of ears and noses, tickling the tops of lips and toes, sneaking out of bathing suits and baseball caps. Dreadlocks, forelocks, curly locks, ponytailed and proudly braided, hair today, gone tomorrow. Long wavy locks swept back from his face. What's left of the leg hair he shaved for the race? It's coming out by handfuls all over the place. Coarse and matted, silky fine, His hair is so great, I wish it were mine. What's your favorite men's hairstyle? I gotta say, when I was doing hair, I loved the like two on the side, finger length on top. It was probably the most popular style when I was doing hair back in the 2000s, early 2000s. Very basic, but like maybe that's what I like about it. It's simplistic and just about any face can pull it off. When you start getting into some of the niche haircuts, you gotta look a certain way for it to look right, you know? So, since we're talking about hair, let's get out the character deck. All right. Who's our character today? The one with the hair. The Grim Reaper, who doesn't have a lick of hair on their head. And the Epic Fail, the Tower card. And then we've got the Cat Lady in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. So, Strength in the reverse. Somebody who is losing their strength, losing the will to live, possibly even. Yeah, with the Grim Reaper here. They could be losing their hair. It did say it's coming out by handfuls all over the place. So this person might be so stressed, they're just pulling their hair out by their handfuls. They could be ill. Certain kinds of pills make you lose your hair. Chemotherapy would make you lose your hair. Um, okay. Um, Obviously, all of those things having to be on certain antibiotics, going through chemotherapy, that would all be a tower moment. Definitely something falling apart that was so structured and, nice and orderly before. They may even be losing like certain titles. They could be getting like demoted at work. They were told to go a certain direction. Um, they were given signs and they observed these signs. They may have even looked into what they meant, but they did nothing about it. So everything is falling apart, but they knew that that was going to happen. They were warned. The only answer really to allowing a tower to fall without really harming you is to just let go. But very few people want to release control when everything feels out of control. Um, very few people know how to let go of control when something is changing that they didn't expect to change. that they didn't want to change. Um, Very heavy Aries energy, as well as Scorpio energy. Okay. Clarify the strength in the reverse. The Two of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Spades in the reverse. Um, they could be feeling very weakened by the amount of lies that they have told. Um, Possibly even about this health scare. They've been telling people that they're fine. Hard to get people to believe that you're going through a tower when you've been letting on that you're doing just fine. Hard to get people wanting to help you when you've been denying any sort of help for some time. Definitely a big change. Possibly having to move homes. And this is certainly a big hit to someone's pride. Their ego is suffering a death just as much as whatever is happening in the 3D. Tell me more about the tower. So the tower moment might literally be the ending of a marriage, a divorce. To someone that they may have been with for about 6 years. Um, Also, someone that really furthered this person's lifestyle. Um, this marriage might have been, I don't know, not necessarily fraudulent, but this marriage was for the benefit of somebody's health. Um, yeah, this is nothing like this, but my dad, before he passed away, married a woman from Peru so that she could get to America. I mean, I don't think that was his only reason for marrying her, but um it was a big reason. um and so it's kind of something, yeah, a marriage of convenience. A marriage of convenience. Another example of that would be like in the LGBTQIA community. It has long been a tradition for uh people to be in heterosexual appearing marriages so that one or the both of them can live a queer life, but like undercover. Um, so that may be the reason that this marriage was initiated. Um, Somebody was sick and needed a caregiver. Somebody needed a green card to get into America. Somebody was queer and didn't feel comfortable living that lifestyle out loud. So they kind of took on a straight marriage. Um, yeah, it could have also just been a marriage of convenience as far as finances goes. Um, the pentagram at the bottom of the deck of my tumultuous tarot. Okay, tell me about this change, this ending, this mood. Okay, the Page of Cups. So there's an ending to kind of a young love. Um, I'm hearing the song Blue Moon. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Um, there's an ending to a kind of pitiful love story. Um, I'm almost sensing that it's just something that will never be able to be done by either party again. Um, this is it. You know, there is not going to be any more marriage of conveniences. Back to the Eight of Wands, there's definitely um some incoming news or some upcoming changes with the Nine of Pentacles, with finances. If a law office or the officers of the law have to get involved in this, they're the things that they say may not be desirable. The court ordered separation of assets may not be what one of these parties are expecting, or possibly both parties. But this is definitely over. This is definitely goodbye. The Six of Swords in the reverse. Um, no amount of reckoning, no amount of reasoning is going to bring these two back together. I really hate that I'm hearing this song, but we are never, ever, ever getting back together. I stopped listening to that person a couple of years ago, and I refuse to return. But I don't know that either party wants to reconcile. Um, it's just if either of them were thinking about it, the words are just not going to land the way that they think they're going to land. Okay, clarify the divorce. How is it going to go down? The Eight of Cups in the reverse. Somebody is going to be dissatisfied. Somebody is not going to be pleased with the results. Like I said, if the judge or jury, there's no jury for a divorce. If the judge has to step in and say something about the division of assets, there might be some discord there. Tell me more about that Eight of Cups. Okay. The Three of Swords. It's gonna feel like a very intense betrayal. Might even feel as if it was set up. Oh geez, yeah, the Lovers sideways. It's gonna feel um uh like staring one's own shadow aspects down. Um I had no idea you could be this cruel. And you're saying that to your lover. You're saying that to this person that you may or may not have been married to for 6 years. But what you really mean is you. I had no idea that I could be this cruel. You are showing me back to me. The Tower in the reverse. This is gonna feel like I want to repair this. When when you're staring your own darkness down, it's hard not to respond with a desire to immediately fix it, fix yourself. 24/24 on the timer as I look up, confirming the mirror, but also 2424. Lovers, unconditional love. Lovers, unconditional love. Maybe the shadow that you're staring down is that you're not capable of unconditional love. And this ruling, this division that's not going the way that you expect it to go, definitely feels like conditions that you have not met. The Knight of Wands in the reverse. There's work that hasn't been put in. Justice upright. Balance has to be, the result at the end of this. One person can't leave with a cup more empty than the other. But if you're coming with a cracked cup because you haven't put in any work, how are you supposed to hold on to any of that abundance? there's assistance available from your spirit guides, but you haven't been listening. Okay, clarify the strength in the reverse. The Three of Wands could feel like you've got like a snake in your camp. Might be a third party involved, and no matter who involved them, um it's becoming clear that third party, oh, they might be the liar. They might be the person that has weakened things with lies. Very specifically lies about what they know. Yeah. They tried to come across as someone that was very learned in life lessons. They had they had lost and learned from that loss, etc., etc. But that wasn't the case. They were very young minded. Disrupted the whole thing, may have been the reason that the tower started to fall. But the tower was going to fall regardless. This was just always going to come to an end. All right, until next time, be well, be you.